Hey Chopper, this viewer's not subscribed.
Car D Kaizoku.
Enjoy the gameplay. This video is sponsored by TCGX. Check out the brand new TCGX app. It lets you run your own local card shop. List your trade binder and instantly share it with friends nearby so they can buy and trade directly with you. Check out tcgx.gg to get started. This video is brought to you by Aichi TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code Kaizoku for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. See the most up-to-date Eastern and Western deck lists on gumgum.gg, updated daily. Be the first to see deck lists for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Right, welcome to the top 4 of the Aichi Championship Series tournament, the Season 2 tournament. We're going to be taking a look at the round 3 of the featured match on stream. We just saw round 1 and 2, so if you guys missed those videos, you can check it out. So let's see what this matchup is. It looks like they're going to do a big reveal. So this is the top 8 you're seeing. They're going to show top 4 right now, and it's going to be against... Nami was out, so we could see like Ace and Imu for the next rounds. It's for Imu. Why? So yeah, I'm not doing this in any official capacity, so I can be as negative as I want. I hate this fucking deck. I hate this mirror. It's gonna be 2 rounds of this. We're gonna see it for this round and then the next round. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm not too enthusiastic about this. In general, I'm not too interested in mirrors, and then especially against Imu mirrors. It's like watching paint dry. But yeah, I guess we can just kind of get through it. Dang. At least I would have liked an ace to be in the finals or something. So I'll show you what Imu does. So under the rules of the game, you cannot include events in your deck with a cost of 2 or more. At the start of the game, you can play a Mary Joa type stage out. In the Imu mirror, it's going to be the 1-cost Mary Joa stage. And activating once per turn, you can trash 1 card with Celestial Dragons in its type on the field to draw a card, or you can trash any card in your hand to draw a card. So as we've seen in the past, the Imu that goes second has historically been the one that wins, barring the Imu going second, like not bricking the entire game. But we'll have to see if that is the case here. And then Mary Joa in this matchup just reduces the cost of your Celestial Dragons by 1. You run this instead of the Empty Throne because there's this event in the mirror that all Emus run 4 copies of that just kills your opponent's 7-cost stage, which means you don't have a stage card for your deck, so at least get Mary Joa value. And this only costs 2 Dawn to do, so yeah, that's why they play the 1-drop that cannot be killed. But I guess technically Imu can run... There's some black cards that can kill 1-cost stages, so if you really wanted to screw over your Imu opponent so they don't have any stage at all, no discount for them. Okay, so left side Imu has 2 Saturns. I think this is... No, this is not a Saturn. They're the same color scheme. One of them's a Saturn, but they're both bluish. And then the right side is blinged out, so it's poor versus rich in this matchup. Right, the proletariat versus the bourgeoisie. I didn't pay attention in history, so... Is it even proletariat? Is that the poor people? Or is it a different word? It was something French, but it was used to describe Russia in a weird way. Isn't that kind of weird? Again, I didn't pay attention in history, so you guys are going to have to correct me. Okay, so Imu mirror number 1, and then finals is going to be Imu mirror, so let's just get this over with. Hopefully you guys still want to watch the finals, despite it being a mirror. I guess I'll see when I see the views. So let's play out a Charlos, which is just a blocker, and lets him trash a card from the top of his deck. And he did trash out a Jupiter to draw a card as well. Is met with a Charlos from the opponent. It's already starting. The paint has been applied. Now let's take a look. So passes the turn. Imu's 3-Dawn turn. Most likely we're going to see a Saturn here. 3-Dawn top 5 searcher for the 5 Elders type. Again, he can play for 3 just because of the Mary Joa discount. So 5 at the Imu is taken. Gets the 5 Elders at your service trigger, which lets him look at top 3 cards of his deck for a Celestial Dragons type card and then discard the rest via trigger. At least they're playing pretty quickly, but we'll see if this continues to the end. This guy's name is Alice. This guy's name is Nene. They're not using katakana or hiragana for their names. So we do see the Saturn like usual. I'm just going to keep the right side, just filter for 5 Elders. I'm pretty sure I can find every single card I need to bring up off of that. Okay, so let's pick up another Saturn. Okay, so Imu swings 5 and it's taken. So it does play a Workery and then a Shirahoshi out. Right, this is Workery here. On KO, you draw a card. I think actually still can be KO'd right now. I see only 6 cards in the trash right now. Then Shirahoshi in this deck makes your opponent trash a card from the hand if they have 6 or more. But you have to return 2 cards in your trash to the bottom of your deck, which you don't want to do right now because you want to activate your Elders. So Imu's turn, 5 down turn, he can play the first Mars here if he has it. So he's going to cycle with his leader ability. And yep, I see the Garp there, that Garp event. What's the name of it? One and event and Navy. I brought it up on screen, but I didn't read the event name. After all these years, I'm losing my edge. Okay, I'll just look up edge next time. Okay, so Saturn swings 5, and that's taken by the Imu. Leader swings 5, and that's going to be defended for 1k with the Mars. Don't you want to save your Marses? Or is he able to get to 7 cards right now? Okay, so it does play Shaoria. That brings him to 6 cards. I guess he does just have to use leader ability, and he'll be at 7. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's already at 7. Okay. So plays out another Saturn here. And then it looks like it's going to be 6k from leader. So what does Saturn pick up for them? Probably some counter events would be nice. Or you want to get the rest of the 5 elders you need to do your 10 drop play. Yeah, the nice thing about going first in the mirror is that you can play your 10 drop out first. You can't pop it yet, but you can swing like 12k with it. And then pop it on your next turn. Meanwhile, the opponent can pop it on the turn that they play it as well. So it does just pick up a Workery here. So I see Mars, I see Saturn, he has Workery in hand. He just needs a Jupiter and then Nostro. He'll have all 5. So passes the turn here. Right side Imu, 6 dawn turn. Mars is no longer an option for either player. Okay, he's going to play out Jupiter. No, cycles out Jupiter. Picks up another, that's Mjolsgard, not Charlos. So has all the dawn in the world, would like to play at least one other character out. So let's just start by swinging 5. I didn't see him point at Saturn, so it could be at face. Or maybe he verbalized it and we didn't hear, so let's swing 5 with the Workery here. If he's countering, that makes me think that these are at the Saturn. So he picked up his Dawn for some reason, the rested Dawn. I guess people just like to fidget. I don't know, I've never been that kind of person. Like when I play IRL, I leave my hand on the table and then I don't touch any of my cards. I don't even move my cards when I like attack with them. I leave them in the slot that they're in. So it does just play out a Nostro that swings for 5 here. He doesn't have 10 cards to give the minus 2k just yet. He's a couple cards short, but at least still has rush to attack the turn that he played him. I'm guessing these have all been at the Saturn. So he does counter with the Garp event, which it does counter. What does it do again? Okay, 1000 power. It's a 1k counter. Okay, that's cool. I only know it for the part where it brings back a black character with the cost of 3 or less when you trash to your hand. And then plays out Nostro here. Return Nostro. Actually, I'm not too sure how this card is supposed to work then. Maybe this brings back 3 or less. A blocker? But yeah, we see Nostro swing 5. Oh, why can't I write on screen anymore? There it is. Does end up killing the opponent's Nostro. I do think there's 10 cards in the trash here, so it did give minus 2k to the Nostro. Swing 5 at the Workery, I'm going to have to assume. It's counter for 1k. 5 at, yeah, I don't shuffle my cards around the screen like that and stack them. I don't know why Japanese players like to do this. It does use the search event. You know that card flicking thing that people do with their hand? I hate that too, but everyone does it. It's like, you're not a poker player, man. Just calm down. It's One Piece. Okay, so does pass the turn to the opponent's Imu. Okay, cycles a card out. Picks up the same card again. Yeah, I guess this is just to bring back like a 2k or a blocker. So I must have misspoke earlier about 1 extra copy of the 10 cost elders. I'll try to edit it out so it doesn't seem confusing. We'll see. Okay, so Imu does just play out a Jupiter here, which makes this a 7k swing. Because what he does is make all your 5 elders into a 7k base. A 7k base god. So it does get blocked by that Charlos from way earlier in the first turn. Leader swings 5 at probably Nostro. Does have the counter to stop it, but they're going to want to keep the Jupiter for their own 7k play. So passes with 2 down up. So it's going to be 6 dawn for Jupiter, and he has 3 7ks to swing, which is pretty devastating. The judge asks him to not stack his cards. Thank you, judge. I'm gonna need you to do that when they're attacking too. There should be, for clarity's sake, a little bit more strict rules for official streams like this. If the rules mean anything at all. Is there even a rule on stacking cards? There probably is. I haven't read the entire rule book. Okay, it is going to be... Oh, Shalria. Never mind. I brought up the wrong card. Shalria. Let's search his top 3. What are you going to take? The Warkori, or... Yeah, that's all you can take. Trashes the rest. And then you're going to pop the Shalria now, or... He's going to play his Jupiter. Later. And then use his leader ability. Finds a 2k, I think. No, was that already in his hand? So Nostro swings 7, -2 to Warkori. Oh, it's Face. Okay. Face is good. Face is the place. He gives -2k to Warkori, so he's a 3k. And leader swings 5 into Warkori. Yeah, that's actually a much better way to do it. In hindsight, now that I think about it. Is he gonna counter to save a 3k? No, he's not. So he dies and lets him draw a card. 7k. Like, what? He moved his Nostro here to swing 7, and he moved it here to swing 7 with the Saturn. That's... And then he moved it again. Like, why? Why do you have to, on top of turning your card sideways, slide it left and right? And these all ended up in the same position in the end anyway. It's just a pet peeve of mine. Pet peeve of mine. I don't know if I could actually be an official caster. I might crash out on stream in an official capacity. I shouldn't admit that. If I admit that, I'll never be a caster, right? So it does swing 7 with the Jupiter here, counter 4k. I don't care. I don't want to be like a fake personality. I want you guys to like me for me. So it does play out his Elders for 9 and pops it with the remaining Dawn. So what it does is lets you pay a Dawn and then you trash a card from your hand, and then you can play out every single one of your Elders out. That's the benefit of going second. You can do it on this turn. If left side Imu had done it, it would have just played it out for 9, and then he wouldn't have that Dawn to activate it just yet. So it was a much more value play for him to play out that Jupiter. So it lets them play out every single Elder. They can all do their thing, but in this case, it's really just Saturn drawing a card, and then Nostro swinging for 7k. So it does swing 7, giving -2 to this Nostro, I think, is what it looked like was happening. And I'm guessing this 7 is at face, because his leader can swing 5 at Nostro. Oh, it was 7 at Saturn, right. Board clear makes sense. 5 at Nostro. And then he moved it for some reason, after I drew all my arrows. So not only does he move it when attacking, he also moves it when defending. 5 at 3, he can counter out of it actually, and then it's all the attacks for the turn he has to worry about. That would give him 1 extra 7k to swing back. I think he's checking if he can have lethal, so no Dawn up. That's one sigh of relief. If he does defend his Nostro, he'd have 4 attackers. He does counter. Yep, he's going to try to go for game this turn. This might be the first Imu going first win that we've seen on stream since we've watched OP13 games. Okay, does swing 7 with Nostro. Is taken. He does have 3k counter right now, so that would be enough to stop a naked 7k. And he's moving cards again. It's so annoying. Okay, that's blocked. He draws a card. If he draws any counter here, he's safe. Yep, I think he is overly safe. Safer than safe. Picks up and never existed. If the left side Imu cannot win this turn, does he die on the clapback? Okay, so 5 from Imu. At the Nostro, who got -2k. And then now Jupiter is up here. That's countered 1k. 3 1ks out of hand. Plays out their Elders. And then pops it out. So everybody's coming back. Did he leader ability? I think he might have forgotten to leader ability first. Oh no, he did. He did it already. Never mind. I missed it. Because he's been moving all his cards around. Okay, so Saturn draws. And then Nostro has Rush. Which he does not have the counter for. So is that game? 7k swing. Oh, he had a blocker, right? I already calculated that he had enough to survive, so I don't know why I suddenly forgot that he had a blocker. Hahaha. Because he's moving his cards. I'm gonna use that as my scapegoat for every reason, for every excuse. If he didn't move his cards, I would have caught all of that, you know? It's never my fault. It's the guy who moves his cards' fault. Always. Okay, so 7k. He can't win though, so he just has to survive a turn. He does have another Elders. Okay, so this kills Nostro. Here's another 7. Taken. Pops the Jupiter, draws a card, another never existed, which he can't use because he needs Dawn active to use it, which he can't afford. Here's another Elders. Everybody back out. Saturn draw, Nostro attack. Okay, I think it's over now because I don't think right side Imu can handle the clapback. But it did pick up another 1k counter. Did I sneeze twice in this video? Editor, try to catch it. Please. Oh, I might have sneezed in the last video. Am I getting sick? Maybe. Okay, so 7 is at face, and that is taken. All right, can Imu survive all these 7Ks that's about to be thrown at his face? I'm thinking no. Okay, swings. Oh, nope. He just wanted to replace the order of Saturn and Workery here. He's using Blackbeard Dawn. Isn't that kind of messed up? It figures though, the guy who moves his cards for every single action, offense and defense, would run Blackbeard Dawn in an Emu deck. Okay, here is 9 from Saturn is taken. Oh, it's blocked, I mean. And then let him draw a card, and then 9 from Jupiter, which is blocked. Leader swings 5, countered, and then top man 7, and then leader, oh, the Mars for the finishing hit, and then Emu wins against Emu. Who knew? Again, I think this was our first Emu going first win that we've seen since we started recording these. Yep. So I guess, well, I wonder what the final is going to be. Is it going to be Emu or Emu? I'll catch you guys in the next one, I guess. That's all I really have to say. Hey, let me know what you guys thought of the match. And yeah, I know I was a little negative, sorry, but I think my hate for this mirror supersedes my desire to be entertaining for you guys. Or at least positively entertaining. You can be negatively entertaining. I guess that's what I'm aiming for. Okay, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Car D Kaizoku.